Welcome to UOW Update. I'm Danielle. The university has paid tribute to one of its favourite sons, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic Professor Prof Castle, officially retiring after 42 years' service. Professor Castle was made an Emeritus Professor of the university and received an Honorary Doctor of Letters degree during the final graduation ceremony last week. Vice-Chancellor Professor Paul Wellings has announced Professor Ava Lennonen, Vice Principal Education and Professor of Clinical Linguistics from King's College in London, will have the considerable task of filling Professor Castle's shoes from November.
This is a great place to work. It's somewhere where you can make things happen, you can do things, and I think the general morale and things makes it a great place to come to work in the morning.
So he's done a terrific job for us, and I think it's quite a hard act to follow, actually. So I think she'll bring a whole range of perspectives, given that she's worked in Europe and in the United Kingdom.
It's going to be a nice way to end, and I've done probably about 250 graduations over the years, and so it's something I'm pretty used to, but it'll be a different role actually playing in the graduation, so that should be good.
Still on graduations, and while most of the focus was on graduating students last week, the ceremonies don't just happen. We caught up with the organising crew responsible for making sure the students' special days went off without a hitch.
I'm Deborah Arnold and I'm Graduation Coordinator from Academic Registrar's Division. We have approximately 250 graduates each ceremony, and we have six ceremonies scheduled over 3 days, so morning and afternoon. We will see 1,000 people come through the doors for each ceremony, so that's 6,000 people over 3 days, which is a lot of people to manage and get in and out. And the university is such a beautiful place and the grounds are beautiful, so we love to show off the university campus on the day. I think it's just everything going according to the plans that we've put in place and that they all come together on the day. So I'd say the last 4 weeks are pretty much full on and the last 24 hours are just chaotic.
UOW and Illawarra TAFE students have formed the first Australian team to enter the Solar Decathlon China. Dubbed the Energy Olympics, the competition challenges students to build and transport a house powered entirely by the sun. The Illawarra Flame team has added a uniquely Australian twist.
The Solar Decathlon competition is a student-led design competition that's run by the US Department of Energy and the Chinese Department of Energy. It tasks students to design an affordable and attractive house that's 100% powered by the sun.
Well, it's a great opportunity to really put your skills into practice, and I mean it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to really enter a competition that's worldwide recognised.
So the Solar Decathlon, as you said, is made up of 10 competitions. These range from architecture, engineering and communications through to hot water appliances, home entertainment and solar application. Building is due to commence in mid-November.
If you'd like to get involved with the Solar Decathlon, please contact the email address shown at the bottom of the screen. Wollongong Science Centre has unveiled its latest exhibition, focusing on nanotechnology. The exhibit was unveiled by Australia's Chief Scientist, Professor Ian Chubb AC, who is passionate about improving Australia's engagement with science and technology.
It's more like it's practice than as if it just comes straight out of a book and you've got to remember half. So it's where you begin. The universities have got to do much the same. I think the university teaching can be very traditional, very didactic. You do practical classes where there's a right answer or a wrong answer, but you don't get to talk about why it's right or why it's wrong. Everybody that I've spoken to will tell you that if you really want students to be interested in something that they perceive to be difficult, you've got to have inspirational teachers.
With the opening ceremony just days away, most of our athletes have moved into London's Olympic Village. But while the Illawarra's own Kieran Govers may be settling in, the same can't be said for the nerves of family and friends back home. We caught up with his mum Jenny and brother Scott to see how they're coping ahead of Kieran's Olympic experience with the Kookaburras.
I never ever thought in my wildest dreams that any of my children would play for Australia, let alone go to the Olympic Games. So this is just a dream come true for the whole family and for Kieran as well.
It's very, very surreal to think that your brother's playing the world's most famous sporting event. I think it won't click until we're in that grandstand and he runs out on the fields. Kieran, he's had a lot of setbacks due to injury, but he's really motivated and been really focused, so I think that's really got him to where he has been, so looking forward to it.
ODay Festival has again marked the start of the new academic session. Students, new and returning, making the most of all on offer.
We're here with a Young Green stall. We're running a campaign to try and get container deposits in New South Wales. So like in South Australia, if you recycle you get 10 cents back. But what we're doing today is if you recycle at our stall, you get chocolate money in return.
We are here to show the Persian culture and try to get a new student, especially Iranian student or Persian student, to get familiar with each other and if it is possible sign up for the society.
I signed up for Ultimate Frisbee team here. Mostly I've been cruising around getting the free food.
And that's this week's UOW update. I'm Danielle Brown. We'll leave you with sights and sounds from the ODay Festival.
Swagger down, platinum, hands, keep the pressure, young money militia.